Hey guys, welcome back. We are doing Unit 4, Lesson 4 in phonics, so let's get busy. I'm going to share my screen with you. All right, let me get rid of these floating bars everywhere and get it in present mode. All right, Unit 4, Lesson 4. Our learning targets today, I can read and write one-syllable words with the R spelling, and I can ask and answer questions about key details, story, things that swim. Today, we will be learning a new sound, R as in car. The following words have the R sound at the beginning. Repeat them after me. Arc, arc, or arch, arm, and art. The following words have the R sound in the middle. Repeat after me. Farm, hard, cart, mark, arc. And the following words have the R sound at the end. Repeat after me. Bar, jar, far, star, tar. So I'm going to say some words. Some have the R sound and some do not. So close your eyes and raise your hand when you hear the R or the words with the R sound. All right, here we go. Park, cart, kid, bat, march. So you should have raised your hands on park, cart, and march. They have the R sound. Listen to bat. Did it have the R sound? No. What about kid? No, it didn't either. All right, let's try the R sound again. Listen for it. Shark, book, chart, fern, herd, yard, harsh. Good. So you should have raised your hands on shark and chart and yard and harsh, because book and herd and fern don't have the R sound, do they? No. So the sound as in her is her, verb, and term. The R sound as in car, barn, and sharp. So let's trace the AR spelling on your desk. Now, we will trace this spelling in blue because the R sound has both a consonant and a vowel. So anytime you see a blue spelling like this, remember it's a consonant and a vowel. So let's look at our worksheet 4.1. All right, 4.1. Notice this is the R sound, the A and the R. It is our handwriting portion. Notice you've got two lines there to press the A and the R, and you write that several times, friends. Make sure you put a finger down between your ARs and write them. Your next word there is art, art. Art can be written on both lines several times. Our next word, farm. Farm can be written on both lines several times. And then our other R word is yarn. Yarn can be written several times also. On this page, it says print the words on the lines where they fit best. Notice they've done number 1 for you. The word is arm. Wrote arm under the picture of the arm. Notice they did not write anything here. Do not write a word right there, please. Just put the word where it belongs. Okay, and you have 5 of those. All right. Okay, let's go back to our slides. All right, so read things that swim. So today, we're going to look at our new story. So we're going to look at the table of contents and find the story, Things That Swim. What types of things might you expect to see in today's story? So think about things that swim. Well, sharks swim, don't they? Fish swim. What else would swim that lives in a zoo? Some snakes swim, don't they? Or alligators or crocodiles? Yeah, okay. So the stories in this reader are fiction because the stories are made up. So that means they're not true. However, the information in these stories is true. We call these types of stories informational text. So let's preview the spellings. We have the R spelling, like in mark, shark, and smart. We have the owl sound, like in mouth and trout. We have tricky words because and here. So let's preview some vocabulary. We have the word creek. What is a creek? Well, let's think about it. It is a small stream of water. It's a small stream of water, and it's smaller than a river. The next one is bed of a creek. Bed of a creek is the bottom of the creek that is made up of sand and or rocks. And look at the next picture. It's wee. That means it's small. Our next word, reef. Reef is a ridge of sand or a chain of rocks underwater in the ocean. Lots of animals live there, and it's a habitat. Fins. Fins, it's a part of a fish that helps it move along in the water. Okay, fins. Then the next word is gills. Gills on a fish. That's the part of the fish that allows it to breathe. And then our next one is squid. Squid is a type of animal that lives and swims in the ocean. So let's read to find out the names of the different types of animals that swim at the Green Fern Zoo. So let me escape here. And let me hide this so I can get to our story. All right, things that swim. Now, if they wanted us to look at our table of contents, if I show you the table of contents, it's right here. Things that swim is on what page? Page 4. So if I move back over here to page 4, there's 3. So that means this is going to be page 4. And you see that 4 down here in the lower left-hand corner. All right, so we are on the correct page. So let's look at the story, Things That Swim. I hope you kids like things that swim because this is the room where we keep all the fish. The fish here are trout. A trout is a fish that swims in cool lakes and creeks. You can see that they have lots of spots and marks. The spots and marks help the trout hide. They make the trout look a lot like the sand on the bed of a creek. There's the trout with the spots and the markings on them. Here's a big fish that makes all of the wee fish run and hide. This is a reef shark. It has the name because it likes to make its home close to a reef where there are lots of fish. So there's a reef shark. Now you can see that the reef shark has fins and a set of gills on its side. You cannot see them from here, but this shark has lots of sharp teeth in its mouth. So if we go back and look at this shark a second, notice right here where my mouse is moving, that is the gills. And then right here is a fin. And there's some fins on both sides of it. And then you've got fins back here on the back side of the shark also. Would a reef shark bite you? Well, you are not the lunch that this shark would like best. A reef shark likes to feed on squid, crabs, and shrimp. But it would be smart not to get the reef shark mad at you all the same. And there's the reef shark again. Okay, so now let's go back to our Google slide. All right, so things that swim. So what was the main topic of today's story? So what was the story all about? It was about things that swim, right? Great job. What types of animals are in today's story? Well, we talked about trout and reef sharks, correct? Name some fish described in today's story. Well, we just did that, didn't we? Where would you find a trout? In a creek or in a river? Why might a trout hide in the creek bed? How could it hide there? Because of the spots and the markings, it could blend in, can't it, with the bottom of the creek? Why does the reef shark like to be near reefs where there are lots of fish? It likes to eat fish, right? So why not hang out close to a place that's got the food? How are trout and reef sharks similar? So what do they both have? Have fins and they have gills, right? So how are they different? Where can we find a trout? In creeks and rivers, right? Where can we find sharks? In the ocean. And they're different in size too, aren't they? Trouts are smaller where sharks are bigger. Okay. Now, it says worksheet 4.2. Let's take a look. Let me close that meeting control there. All right, in 4.2, these are words that have the as in her and are as in car. You don't have to do anything with these, but you may just want to read over them just so you know what they are, okay? You don't have to cut them out and keep them for future practice, but just practice over the words, okay? Just practice saying them. All right, so our learning targets. I can read and write one-syllable words with the R spelling, and I can ask and answer questions about key details in the story, things that swim. Okay, so I have lost my thingy here. There we go. All right, guys, that is the end of this lesson. So I will see you back here again tomorrow. Bye, guys.